What's going on, everybody? Today we are reviewing the Heybike Alpha. This is my second bike from this company, Heybike. I was impressed with the first one I got. I've been using it in the homestead, and when they said they wanted to send me their newest and latest model, I said, sure, why not? Let's give it a go. So here we go. I'm just gonna start building it. See how long it takes us to get this thing done. So I've been looking for a mid-motor bike, but usually that price range starts at like 3,000 and higher. So this is the most affordable entry point for a mid-motor bike. What makes mid-motors great is that they have a ton of torque. This bike comes in at 105 Newton torque meter, which is just amazing. Compared to the other bikes I have, they peak out at 80. So when you're going up a hill, you're gonna really notice it. And when I'm towing heavy things, which I do all the time around here on the farm, you're gonna want that extra power as you're going up the hill. With dual brakes and a Shimano, this thing is fully built at a great and affordable price range. I'm a big fan of electric bikes. I use it on my homestead pretty much every day. These bikes are so useful to get around. They're not noisy, they're easy to get on, quick to start up. The brakes work fantastic. The shocks do a great job. Charging this is like less than a kilowatt battery. So a kilowatt hour where I live is 12 cents. For 12 cents, you get crazy amount of range. I take this, I'll load up the trailer and I can go get groceries or farm supplies. Instead of a 7-minute drive into town, it's like a 12, 15-minute bike ride. And if I'm tired, you know, I just hit the throttle. So let me show you how easy and simple this bike is. What I love about the Heybike models is that the startup is insanely fast. These different modes, pedal assist 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I've clocked in a good amount of speed. They usually max out at most bikes for legal purposes at 28 miles an hour. What I really love about the Alpha is that if you're not engaged with pedal assist 1, it actually feels like a normal bike. You're not carrying around this heavy amount of weight. So if the battery were to die on you, this would actually be a comfortable ride back home. So really like it. It's plug and play if you're not used to having electric bikes. And then here's the gear shifting up and down for pedal assist, whichever mode you want to be on. This is for the mode on your display. And then left and right turn signals and surprisingly loud horn. So as you can see, left turn signal, right turn signal, and gears up and down. The brakes are sensitive. This does have a throttle, so it's a little different. It's in with a handle. What makes a mid-motor different is that you just can't hit the throttle whenever you want. When you're shifting gears, you have to let go, kind of like a motorcycle clutch. You don't want to be engaging the motor power while you're shifting gears because that puts a lot of strain on the chain. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So here we're cruising at top speed at the highest gear. Pedal assist 5 and super no effort here. Real easy. This bike is just so smooth on the road. You get a lot of power, especially when you're going up the hills. Really easy to go and get power. I'm not gonna blast it while I'm riding one-handed, but you can see we're going 17 miles an hour and I'm on pedal assist 2. It's just too easy on this bike. Very easy bike. It's amazing. It's only 1,500 bucks for this mid-motor bike. It's probably the best quality entry point. Unless you want to drop 3 to 5 grand, this is it. Is this bike powerful? Incredibly so. Is it affordable? Incredibly so. Is the quality there for the price? Absolutely. The bike itself is phenomenal. You know, sometimes I would want the throttle, sometimes not. So that's just a choice you have to make. But for the amount of torque, if you're going up hills or like me where you're towing heavy things all the time with trailers, that is an amazing amount of power to have, especially as I'm coming up here on my farm. It's all downhill and sloped. So it's really important that I have a lot of power coming up. Otherwise, it just makes pedaling a lot harder. The quality was there to build this. Didn't take too long. I'd say most e-bikes plan around 30 to 60 minutes. This bike has been great. Like any Chinese e-bike that I've gotten, I typically like to take it to my local shop. They lube it up in certain areas where they just can't ship it lubricated. Overall, you just get more longevity out of the bike. But that pretty much comes with any electric bike. Few are really just pop open and simple. And if they are, they're not gonna be as nice as this bike, I'll tell you that. Overall, I give this bike a 9 out of 10 for the price, the flexibility, Could it have dual shocks maybe in the back? Yeah, but then you're increasing your price point. The battery is fantastic for all I need around here, and my town is about 8-10 miles away there and back, and we're not even using a quarter of the battery. The flexibility is there, the power is there, the towing capacity is there if you're going to carry heavy things. And that is the magic of an e-bike. When you're carrying things, you're able to avoid having to use a car. You can go to your grocery store. The 26-inch tires are fantastic. I like them. You get more stability than a standard 20 smaller radial tires. Comes with a Shimano derailleur here, and the gear system is phenomenal. I've noticed that the power is just simply there. And when you turn on the motor, this thing just kicks into life. It has a fantastic torque sensor, so as soon as you start hitting the pedal, it can tell if you're hitting it hard, it engages the motor much harder. And then just a reminder on the mid motors, when you're shifting gears, you don't pedal because you're going to put too much strain on your chain and wear out the motor easily. That's pretty much the only drawback of a mid motor I've noticed. And then you don't get to throttle up as much as you'd like. The Alpha is fantastic. I highly recommend. I'll put a link down below. I can't get enough of e-bikes. I think they're part of the future. With one solar panel, you can charge many of these per day, and the amount of miles you get is phenomenal. So if I lose power or the grid goes down or whatever reason, I think e-bikes are still going to be around. And with a load in the back, you can carry, I usually carry up to 100 pounds on the back if I need to. So one concrete bag or a bale of hay, anything that I might need. I bring all my electric fencing out when I'm moving my cows out. So very useful tool. Highly recommend any e-bike at all, but this bike has been phenomenal. Great job, Heybike, and we'll see you on the next one.